Rode microphones are the official microphones of BeTerrific. Find out more at rodemic.com. Welcome to the Michael Artsis Show. I'm Michael Artsis. Thanks so much for joining us. This is the Michael Artsis Show on BeTerrific. There are plenty of ways to connect with us. First of all, you can use my favorite way, that is our Slack chat, and you can converse with us in real time and our viewers as well. In addition to that, you can talk to us throughout the day. We check in, so it's a 24-hour thing. You're going to want to jump in there and never leave. There's an iOS app for it, a Mac app for it, a PC app, an Android app. It works great. It is through Slack. So what you do to do that is go to beterrific.com/live. Scroll underneath the live video player, enter your name and your email address, and you will then get a Slack invite in the mail. You sign up, and it's all free and a lot of fun. You can also reach us on Twitter and Instagram at BeTerrificTV. And of course, you can email us, connect@beterrific.com. I am so excited about this show. We have a very special guest all the way from Germany, a country that makes some of my favorite cars and has some of the most precision engineering. Germany's known for that. And, WhiteWall has some unbelievable technology that they put into photography printing and paper and all sorts of different styles of photography. So WhiteWall is an amazing company. They do great work for your photographs. You know, we're photo heavy. We love photography. We love video. And we love the tech that goes behind it. So we've got to welcome Marieke from WhiteWall to the program. And we got to find all about WhiteWall and why we would want to use the technology and how it works. So Marieke, thanks so much for joining us. I know it's really late in Germany right now, or early in the morning, I'm not even sure, but hello and welcome.
Hi, Michael. Thanks for having us. Hello from Germany.
Tell me all about WhiteWall. From what I've seen, I met you guys at Photo Plus, the photo show in New York City. I got a sample in my press bag, and everything that I've seen and heard and looked at has been just stunning. I mean, it's hard. I always say it's hard to impress me. You guys impress me.
Wow, that's great to hear. Thank you. So yeah, we're excited. That was actually our first appearance in the US at Photo Plus at the show last year. As you said, we are an online photo lab from Germany, in Germany, but we ship worldwide. Now, we're specialized on all different kind of photo finishing substrates. And maybe to give you a little bit an idea of our background, where we come from, we are the photo lab that produces exclusively everything, all the photo artwork for the Lumas galleries. There is about 35 worldwide, and that's how we started out, just as the photo lab for these kind of galleries. And our premium product is a real photo print under acrylic glass. And that's how we present most of the pictures in the galleries.
It's really beautiful. You don't even need a frame for this. You literally hang the acrylic glass, and it looks like it's framed. It's unbelievable. Can you show a little bit of a sample of this?
Sure, I did bring a sample, and I hope that you will be able to see it all through the video. So now this would be what I was just talking about, our premium product. It is a real photo print, sealed under acrylic glass, and to give it more stability, it has an aluminum dye bond backing. Maybe if I show it like this, you can see the different substrates. So what you see on top, of course, is the acrylic glass to give a lot of depth to the picture. And then the photo itself is in between. And what you see down here is the aluminum dye bond. So it's about 1/4 inch thick, and that's how you can hang it on the wall. It comes with an integrated hanging system. And yes, as you said, you don't even need a frame. Of course, we offer frames as well if you wish so, but it's a very neat thing just like this, and it's what we became famous for.
I love that. First of all, that's a beautiful photograph. The elephant that you gave out to the press under acrylic glass, under this process, was unbelievable. And it's just stunning work. It's hard to believe that you guys started just printing for galleries and one chain of galleries specifically. Talk a little bit about how you guys got started and what was the impetus other than, hey, we can do this for galleries.
Right. So what happened actually was that people all over the world started coming into the galleries, mostly photographers, of course, and they said, well, I make beautiful pictures. Can you maybe turn my pictures into the exact same thing what you show us here in the galleries? Can I give you my pictures and you seal it under the acrylic glass? And then after a while we thought, well, why don't we open up our lab, the one we already have, set up a website, and that's whitewall.com now. And then everybody can just upload their pictures and get the exact same gallery quality that you can see in the galleries for their own pictures. And that's actually really what we guarantee, is that your picture will be produced right next to a famous picture by, for example, Nan Goldin or Lionel Feining or whoever.
It's pretty amazing, and then you guys have other abilities too, other capabilities. I love that. So basically, before we get into the other capabilities, basically if I have a photo that I want you to print anywhere in the world, all I have to do is go to whitewall.com. I create a login, I upload my photo in the highest quality I can give you, and then you guys make the print, whether it's acrylic or some of the other technologies. Is that correct?
That's absolutely correct, Michael. It's as easy as that. It's basically a three-step thing. You upload your picture, you can choose the product you wish, be it just a photo print, poster, be it the acrylic glass, be it a framed picture. You can add some effects to the picture. We have a picture editing program up there too that you don't even have to install to your own computer. And then you hit order, and that's basically all it is.
So what are the other technologies that you guys have? Can I print on regular paper or special paper? Do you have the metal stuff? What do you have? Because what I saw at Photo Plus, all of it just blew me away. Every different style you had, and I don't remember everything, but everything you had, it was just unbelievable. It looked like a museum, not even a gallery. It looked like a museum.
Well, great, thank you. Yeah, it's hard to remember all the products because I think we have in total over 1,000 different product variations. But yeah, apart from the acrylic glass, we have we do print on aluminum, just like that, real print on aluminum. I did bring another sample. I hope that you can see it like that.
Oh, I can. That's a beautiful print. I love black and white, and that looks like it's on metal. Is that a Mercedes, an old Mercedes?
Yeah, I think it is, actually. I think it's an old BMW.
Oh, an old Beamer. Ah, so close.
Yeah. Wonderful, isn't it?
Yes.
I think this sector is really fantastic for metal pictures, so such as cars, because yeah, you said it's metal. It's really printed on the aluminum, and what we do here is we leave out the white parts, so you can see the metal coming through where there would be white in other cases. So it's brushed aluminum, but we offer it as a plain version as well that doesn't have the metal effect. That's just one thing. Then, as you said, we have a lot of different photo papers, special ones for black and white, such as the Ilford or Beretta paper. We have Kodak metallic, different kinds of Kodak, but the one we use typically for any kind of product as a standard paper is the Fuji Crystal Archive, which is a really fantastic paper for nearly any kind of picture.
All right, we've got so much to get to. We've got to take a quick break. It's Marieke from WhiteWall who's joining us from Germany. We're talking about printing out your photos. We're going to get into a lot more of the technology behind printing the photos out and a whole lot more. I want to talk more about the metal prints. One thing I love about all this stuff is that you don't need a frame. It kind of just blends in with the wall, and it makes the photo pop out more. We're not framing them necessarily. We're putting them through glass or on metal, and it just makes everything so stunning. But I've seen this stuff before, but never the way you guys do it. You take it, you make it art. You make what you're doing art, and it becomes part of the photo process and the photography. So we're going to find out a whole lot more when we come back. Thank you so much for joining us. This is the Michael Artsis Show. We'll be back with a whole lot more right after this You Make BeTerrific special. So don't go anywhere because we don't want to do this without you. You're not going to want to miss what we have coming up. Stay with us. Rode microphones are the official microphones of BeTerrific. Find out more at rodemic.com. Welcome back to the show. I'm Michael Artsis. This is the Michael Artsis Show. Thanks so much for joining us on BeTerrific. Really appreciate it. BeTerrific.com/live. You can join the conversation that happens behind the scenes with all of our viewers, and you can be part of that. We can ask your questions on air, read your comments, and stay in touch. We just get to know everything about you. You guys can converse with our other viewers, and that happens 24 hours a day, but specifically during the show, 4 to 5 p.m. Eastern Time daily, live. I'm Michael Artsis. Thanks so much for joining us. And all you have to do to join that Slack chat is go to BeTerrific.com/live. Go underneath the live video player and enter your name and email, and we will send you a Slack invite. Once you get the invite, sign up for a free account, and it's easy, it's free, and it's fun. We're joined by Marieke from WhiteWall. She is on Skype. We're really excited about this. This is what WhiteWall does. I talked about this press photo that you guys gave out in the press kits during Photo Plus. This is a rhino, not a elephant, and rhinos are awesome creatures. This is beautiful. They're also endangered. So, you know, the other day, some guy paid $350,000 to hunt a rhino, and he says he's doing it to help the population because he's keeping the rhino that's too old to mate away from rhinos that you know he could hurt, that are viral and or you know, and vital to their going on. I think that's crazy. I think there's something else that certainly could have been done, and it's a great excuse for him. But come on, let's get with the program. Rhinos, beautiful animals. Let's make sure they stick around. But more importantly, look how beautiful this photo is and how it looks. This is what I love about WhiteWall. You know, you could take any kind of photo and make it look this good. This is the acrylic and the glass, you know, it just looks amazing. You can hang that right on the wall, display it on your desk. Of course, Marieke, we've got all sorts of sizes for this too. This is a small thing, but all sorts of sizes for this?
Yeah, absolutely. So we have a lot of different formats that we offer as standard sizes, even up to really, really large ones. But you can, the nice thing in WhiteWall is that you can choose your own specific format. So we customize everything that we make. So if you had your perfect chart, you really did not want to crop it, then you can upload it and type in the specific inches, however large you want it, and we can make that, including the frame if you wish. So,
and so you can,
as you said, Michael, you don't have to add a frame, but if you want to, we offer over 100 different framing options, and you can combine that with any kind of product, be it the acrylic glass, be it a canvas, be it a real just photo print.
So that is awesome. You can actually frame these things. So I like it without a frame. I think it's cool. I like the way it just hangs on a wall, especially if you have a white wall. But if you have a room that maybe has different colors, or you like frames, to each their own, you can frame this stuff too, even the acrylic, huh?
Yes, definitely, even the acrylic. So the acrylic comes as a glossy version, is what you just showed us. So what I tried to hold up earlier. It comes as a matte version as well, which might be nice if you had, for example, a portrait, or you did not want the reflection on it. If you hang it next to a large window, for example. And both work perfect with a frame. And there we have, as I said, over 100 different options, different kind of woods, different styles, sizes, colors. So I think you would find the perfect frame for your picture. And that's important because a lot of people choose the custom format, customized format, and then they need to go looking for it to frame if they want to frame it. And so we offer this combined surface. That's the idea behind it.
I like it a lot. I like all the things you do. You got the metal. You can also print on this special Kodak paper. Talk about that a little bit, and how important the printing process is, and what your printing process is like.
So yeah, as I said, it depends on your picture, but you can choose the perfect paper for it. If you have a black and white picture, for example, I would suggest choose the Ilford black and white paper. If you want to use a fine art paper, we have different kinds of Hanemüller papers in the portfolio as well. The Kodak metallic, as another example, brings out a metallic reflection to the picture. It really depends on your style, your picture, and your taste, whatever you want to choose.
Do you think that picking the way to print out the photos, especially with the high quality that you do, is part of the art? Like taking the photo and having the great eye, that's part of it. The way it's developed and shaded and maybe even tweaked, that's another part of it. But really, the printing of it and the framing of it are another part and help bring the whole package together. And without one of those three parts, nothing really comes together. You're missing part of the puzzle, because that's how I feel, especially when looking at some of your stuff. It makes it feel like you take it to the next level. Sure, I could have this picture here of this rhino, and it would be a nice picture, but I don't know that it would pop the way it pops. I don't know that it would look as good, and it certainly wouldn't display as well if I didn't have it on this acrylic. I know that for sure, and if it wasn't printed on this special paper, the details, especially in the shadows, wouldn't be as good.
Yeah, of course, as I said, we're an online photo lab, so we try to give you a lot of information about about the details of the specific products and what your picture will look like. So maybe if we can have a look at the website later on, you will see what I'm talking about. When uploading the picture, there's a little image coming up showing you what it'll look like. But what I would suggest, if you really don't know what substrate you favor, if you just want to have a look at the different materials that we use, you can order a free sample kit on the website. It's right on the landing page. And it shows you pretty much all the different kinds of substrates that we offer as a little sample. That way you can, feel it, hold it, look at it, and that gives you a better idea of what you maybe want and what your picture will look like.
All right, so first thing is go to whitewall.com. It's pretty easy, and I like how you said it's a photo lab, because photo labs are, kind of a thing of the past, right? A lot of people shoot their pictures and don't print them out now, but I think we're getting into the idea of printing them back out again, having a physical copy. Number one, it's one of the best ways to archive. Number two, it's beautiful art. And so I'm on your site now. I see all sorts of different stuff that you can do, including an acrylic block, and just great stuff. You guys just make it look so good. And then your prices seem pretty reasonable for what we're talking about. A 4x4 is $6.90, starting at that price, and that looks like a sale price, but it's all very reasonable. You can also go to us.whitewall.com. But I like that you're a photo lab, because when I think of a photo lab, I think of people who perfected the photos and stuff in the past and worked to make the photos the best. If you went into the lab, even if you were printing your own photos, you were working on making it art, as opposed to going to a 1-hour photo place. And so I really like this. Talk about how easy it is to go through the process and what the process is like, especially with tweaking the photos. And do you guys help at all?
It's nice that you mentioned the lab and are excited about it, because it really is, if you visited our lab, then you would be surprised as to how much handwork is involved actually creating all those pictures. It's not only machines, but it is people behind there. And even though we're one of the largest photo labs in Europe, it's really handwork and a lot of heart in every picture. So to give you an idea of what the lab looks like and the process, there is a video on the website on whitewall.com as well. It's on the landing page. That way you can maybe get an idea of what we do with the pictures, because really our idea, what we want with WhiteWall is to make something great out of your memories. I mean, everybody has that perfect child or wonderful memories they want to preserve. And our idea is really that we want to tell you, don't leave it on your iPhone, don't leave it on the computer, turn it into a piece of art.
Now, Oh,
You
keep
wanted
going.
to speak about the ordering process,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
I'm sorry.
yeah. I just had one quick question before we get into the ordering process. So, I mean, my iPhone, I have a DSLR. I take a lot of great photos with that, but I have my iPhone with me everywhere, and it takes pretty good photos at this point.
Yeah.
Good megapixel count. Some of these cameras, Nokia, 41 megapixels. Can I print stuff with you guys? Is it worth it to print it if it's on an iPhone or a mobile device, as long as it's one of the better quality ones, as the iPhones get better, as the Nokias get better, as the Androids get better? Can I do that?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Most of the phones from today have really, really good cameras that can keep up with small compact cameras.
Could I expect results
if
somewhat
you,
like that? Is it possible if I took a
yeah,
good picture? I mean, obviously, I don't know if I could get that close to a Rhino with my iPhone, but let's just say I could for a second, and we could turn it black and white on the site and everything.
yes, absolutely. You can turn your color picture into a black and white or a sepia one, or you can add other colors to it. You can correct it, take the red out of the eyes, for example, adjust the shading. So there's a lot of fun effects as well, like tilt shift or whatever, pretty much everything you know from Photoshop, just that it's a lot easier to handle. And yes, but you can use your iPhone pictures, upload them, and if you really want to turn it into a large picture, then and the pixel amount is not enough, then there's going to be a little alert telling you that you shouldn't exceed this kind of format, because otherwise it will be level.
All right, and realistically, I should upload, if I could, a raw photograph, the best quality from a camera with a lot of megapixels, maybe a DSLR, shallow depth of field, all this stuff. But certainly, if you could, if you had to, you could do it from an iPhone or something, and you guys will guide us. So apparently, you guys will guide us. I like that it's not just a machine process and automated. This is manual labor. It seems like Germany is famous for the manual labor, right? We've got Porsches that are hand assembled and all sorts of stuff to this day. All sorts of great machining and hand work. Working together, humans and machines. So walk me through the process. It starts with a machine, right? The internet and a computer.
Right, of course. Yeah, as you said, you upload the picture, and then there is an automated process from the order being placed until the minute it leaves our lab. So the computer actually knows right away what kind of format, what kind of substrate you chose, and then it creates a box specifically according to your product. It's to make sure that everything arrives in one piece, of course, but we also have to make sure it is really preserved shipping, because, as I said previously, we produce everything for the galleries. It is artwork that we sell, and we cannot allow anything to be broken. So we really make sure that the box suits perfectly to your picture. So yeah, as you said, you upload, and it is transformed in, from the computer to the person that handles whatever substrate you chose. If it's chemical development, then it goes through the printing machines. It'll then be sealed under the acrylic glass if you chose the acrylic glass mounting. Here we use liquid silicone, because silicone never dries out completely, so the silicone remains flexible and adjusts the temperature changes. So it expands, it contracts. That's the idea behind it. And then, yes, as I said, in the end, when it's done, you have added a frame on that, then a wooden box or a cardboard box is created, and then we make sure it gets shipped to you. And as I said, we are in Germany. We're near Cologne, the lab, but we ship worldwide, and we make sure it gets to you in 10 working days. So even though we're far, we're very close and very quick.
So 10 working days, you can get it to me. That's pretty impressive. We showed some video of your lab. I'd love to see more of that, even if we can put it back up. It's just gorgeous. It looks like the Porsche factory, and the Porsche factory is really cool. Now it has robots that bring the parts of the cars to the people who assemble the cars. And it's just unreal what you guys have going on there. I see somebody kind of working with what looks like a canvas print too, and even painting, and you got sanding and all sorts of stuff with the frames. Everything looks just very custom and very one-off, which I think is very nice. do you guys work with us? Like, do I say, okay, this is what I want? You guys say, hey, maybe this would work better. Is there a process where you also help tweak the photos and stuff?
Of course, we have a final quality. So if in the end, there's always a final check if everything is really the way you wanted it when you ordered it. We do have a customer service, which is has a, I think, New York-based telephone number. So you'll be able to speak to an English-speaking person who will guide you through the process if you wish. So who will give you advice. You can write us an email, no problem. And other than that, we try to have the website with as many information as possible.
All right, Marieke, we've got to take a break, but I want to know some more about this and about the lab and how the company really got going, because this is a huge lab, not an easy undertaking, and it seems like you are running like a well-oiled machine. So I want to know a whole lot more about this, and then also your thoughts on photography, how you got into the business, where you came from before. It's just all very exciting. So we'll be back right after this on the Michael Artsis Show on BeTerrific with Marieke from WhiteWall, WhiteWall.com. Amazing stuff. I want to talk also about if you wanted to place an order for 10 or 20 and stuff like that. So we'll be back with a whole lot more right after this. Don't go anywhere. Thanks for watching. Rode microphones are the official microphones of BeTerrific. Find out more at rodemic.com. Welcome back to the Michael Artsis Show. I'm Michael Artsis. Thanks so much for joining us. So excited today. We've got Marieke from WhiteWall joining us, whitewall.com. They are an amazing photo printing company that prints and frames some of the most stunning work you've ever seen. They're based in Germany, and they'll send it to you within 10 days. We've seen the factory a little bit. We've heard the process. It's pretty easy. I upload my photo or photos, and then I pick what I want. I walk through the process. And then on your end, you guys work by hand to make each photo. Can I get 10, 20? Can I make multiples?
Yeah, absolutely. You mean divide the same picture up in different parts, or do you mean?
No, I meant like let's say I wanted. Here's a sample you guys had given us as a press at Photo Plus. Really awesome. If I wanted 10 of these, could I have 10 of these?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, you can order your picture and order as many of them as you wish.
And so what's the price range? I know we start as low as like $7. How high do we go? If we want something blown up huge and framed, maybe like I don't know. Could we do something even? This set is 12 feet. Could we do something as wide as 12 feet?
Oh yeah, we can. I'm not too good with the metric system, but sorry, the inch system, the metric system is what we have. Yeah, but we can do things up to more than 60 by 44. I think that's one of our largest formats that we have. So even panorama formats as in 60 by 20 or 70 by 40. So there's really very large formats that we offer. And also round formats, for example. If you really want to turn your pictures into something very unique, we have round formats with a diameter of 45 inches. So you can turn it into something very big and impressive on your wall.
Everything you guys do is very big and impressive. I am blown away. I'm just in the chat room. I noticed that Ben is very excited. He said as soon as he gets a new job, he's going to be buying some stuff for his wall at home. That's very exciting. I wonder if Ben is going to be using his own prints or picking prints that already exist, or maybe you guys have stuff on your site. I know that the extender says that he's got to do this. He takes a lot of photos and really likes it. That's Sean. And I know CJ wants to know how this company really got to be so big, because that factory that we saw is unbelievable, and there's got to be like some really good story behind it. It wasn't just like, oh, the galleries wanted it, we did it, and now we want to do it for the public. Somebody had to raise money or do something. There's got to be some great story behind it. How did you guys grow to where you are today?
Yeah, I mean, you basically named it. So we started out with the galleries in 2003, and then in 2007 is when we opened up the lab to anybody, basically the way it is now with WhiteWall.com. And then, yeah, it really went from there. So in the beginning, of course, it was mainly photographers, really enthusiasts that knew the quality and knew that it was something, yeah, in the gallery quality they would order and get from WhiteWall. And then it soon spread, really, that this quality is something that even amateurs or people like you and me, who are maybe not the perfect photographers, can access. And then, of course, we had a look at prices, tried to be very competitive. This is how it started, first in Germany and the German-speaking countries in Europe, but then we soon spread to the UK, for example. We're now in 9 different countries, and the US is one of the latest markets we've entered. And also, basically because it happened, because we saw that since we have been shipping worldwide ever since we started, we noticed that a lot of orders were placed in the US. And so that's when we thought last year, so we really have to make an appearance, have to talk to the people. That's how, that's why we exhibited at PhotoPlus last year.
It's beautiful, beautiful stuff. It's stunning. I love the lab. The lab is unbelievable. I could watch video of that lab all day long of these guys working. They seem like they're working so hard. Ben says he's going to do his own photos, which I like. I think that's awesome. Whether you are the best photographer in the world or not, and Ben's pretty good. I've seen his work. He sends it to us because you know, our viewers, we have a great relationship, so we appreciate that. I love the work you guys have on the wall in your facility, and the cars especially. I love cars. What is it though? I mean, look, there's a lot of competitors out there, but there's something about your stuff that really pops and really stands out. What is it that makes your stuff special? Is it the time and effort? Is it the human touch? Because I think that if I sent this picture literally to a competitor and then sent it to you, we would have completely different results, you know, in general.
Yeah, for one thing, as you said, it is the quality. It is that we really take care of every single piece that we produce. There's, as I said, a final quality check. There's humans controlling everything that leaves our lab. It is the material that we use. I try to explain a little bit as an example with the acrylic glass sealing, where we don't use just an adhesive film, which could crack, but chose the liquid silicone, which is, of course, a much better standard. It is that we ship worldwide, and that we do this not only for reasonable prices. I think for the US it starts at not even $8, and of course it goes up.
How are you able to do? How are you able to do that? Because I mean, there are a lot of competitors, so you got to stay competitive. But your stuff is so much better quality-wise. How are you able to do that? It just seems so difficult in my mind, given the quality, the craftsmanship, and the human aspect of it.
It is, as you said, we have to stay competitive, and of course, in the US, there's a lot of photo labs that people can order at, and we want to convince everyone that the German engineering, the good quality you get, is something you will appreciate, and that way we try to keep the shipping prices at a reasonable cost, and the prices for the works themselves as well. Otherwise, we wouldn't be as competitive.
How did you get involved with WhiteWall? Were you into photography? What did you do before? How did you get involved?
I started out 2.5 years ago here, and I studied art history, languages, and came from this language and art side, and I was really just intrigued by the quality, by the possibility of turning your own work into artwork, and that's how I started out here.
Wow, I love it. And where'd you grow up? You grew up in Germany?
Yes, in Germany.
Very
Now living
nice.
in Berlin.
And were you always interested in art as a kid? And did photography always draw you in?
I think so, yeah, more or less. I mean, it started out when I was studying, but then mainly photography art, contemporary art. I worked at the galleries as well. That's how I got interested and started working at WhiteWall.
Do you shoot? Do you shoot photos? What camera do you use if you do?
I'm not that much of a photographer myself. I'm pretty much more, I'd say, a consumer. I really like going to galleries and looking at contemporary photography art. I have, and I thought I should pictures with my phone as well, and that's how I know that you can use it and turn it into a piece of art as well.
I love it. I love it. All right, we got to take a quick break, and then we'll come back and wrap this in a nice little bow. Thank you so much for joining us. Don't go anywhere. And thank you for watching. This is the Michael Artsis Show. We've got Marieke from WhiteWall on the line, on Skype, and we'll be back with a whole lot more right after this. Stay with us. Rode microphones are the official microphones of BeTerrific. Find out more at rodemic.com. You know what I really love? I love taking a photo and printing it out and then hanging it on the wall, and then people not realizing that I took the photo and they think it's art and they say, oh wow, that's a great photo, where'd you get that? And I say, oh, I took it. I love that. Although I'm not that good a photographer, but if I print stuff out at WhiteWall, they can make my photos look stunning and amazing. And you know, if I start with a pretty good photo, I'm in good shape. Even photos taken on my phone, which Jill has got to do because she takes amazing photos with that iPhone 6 Plus, especially of Jack, my son. So this is WhiteWall. They do all sorts of great photo printing. It's unbelievable stuff. They're based in Germany. We've got Marieke on Skype. You're watching the Michael Artsis Show. I'm Michael Artsis. Welcome back. Thanks so much for joining us. Plenty of ways to connect with us. Go to BeTerrific.com/live, scroll under our live video player, enter your name and email address, and you can join our Slack chat. We'll send you an invite. You can also hit us up on Twitter and Instagram at BeTerrificTV. And of course, you can email us, connect@BeTerrific.com. All right, Marieke, thanks so much for joining us from Germany. You guys have so many ways to print. You help the people out as they're going through the process. It's an easy process. And you have tools on your site to manipulate the photos a little. You can see all of this and how great the photos look on whitewall.com or us.whitewall.com. I believe that was, yes, us.whitewall.com. But you also have Picture World, which allows people to take and create artwork for their homes from other people's work. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, precisely. So we, as an inspiration tool, maybe, we installed the Picture World as an option on the website as well. It is basically a selection of mostly stock images, images from photographers, from all categories that you can imagine. So there's over 24,000 pictures in there, ranging from cityscapes to landscapes to shots from animals, wildlife, sports. So it's subdivided into categories. You can also type in to the search field what you look for. For example, you know, if you type in a color blue, it'll probably give you pictures with water. And that's just as an idea to, you know, help you find maybe the perfect picture that you have been looking for a while. You can take that picture and turn it into your own piece of art using the different kinds of effects that we have on the website, the different kinds of filter. Some people already told me that, you know, we went to New York, but we didn't take the real great picture of the Statue of Liberty. We have all those sites on there as well, and help you create your own artwork for your wall.
Excellent. I love that. I love that idea. And that's just on the site. All I have to do is go to us.whitewall.com or whitewall.com and I can find Picture World?
Yeah, precisely. It's on the landing page.
And then do I have to pay for those photos additional other than the printing and stuff, or are they all free?
It comes with a reproduction fee, and I think it starts at $5. So, and then depending on what format you choose, it goes up in size, of course. But that's the idea behind it. You pay this reproduction fee, meaning that now you can do with this picture whatever you want, alter it, turn it into your specific kind of artwork, the way it looks brilliant on your walls at home. And yeah.
So, what if I want to submit my photos to Picture World? Is that possible?
So far, we're working with a lot of artists in stock images, and don't enter new pictures in there randomly. We have a whole team behind that selects and looks carefully for the different pictures that are in there. But I don't know, if you have pictures, drop us a line and then we'll forward it to the team. So,
okay.
But generally, it's, as I said, there's already a lot of pictures in there, so it should be something that we haven't yet.
I think if you have something that's stunning, then you put it up there, or one of a kind, right? Like I have this picture that I took when I was covering the Yankees of Robinson Cano, bat on ball, grand slam. So he's connecting, and nobody else had this in the Yankee playoffs. So I don't know, if you wanted to print that out, it would be super cool. I think you could print it out for yourself. You can't really sell it because you'd have to have the license from Major League Baseball, but that's kind of the idea. Maybe it's your kid's game, I don't know. And people certainly need stock sports photography. And speaking of that, that's my question. I know this looks great for animals, and it looks great for landscapes. How does it look for sports and then family photos too?
It's a terrific idea, actually. A lot of people like the acrylic block, for example, that you mentioned earlier. So it's a really thick piece of acrylic that is more like a design object sitting on your desk, and they have their parents, they have their kids, and they're with them on the desk working. But also sports pictures, of course, they look great, blown up in a big size. We have different kind of substrates that bring out the colors in an amazing way. We have a new product called HD metal print, and they are really, the brilliancy is really fascinating. And I'd say for sports pictures, for landscapes, that might be a really good idea to have a look at that.
Awesome. I would love to print some sports pictures this way. I think family photos, I mean, especially if you take really good ones, could be really awesome this way, or on the metal. I actually printed out a metal picture of my son Jack before I knew you guys, and it's a really cool, I love the way it is, and you can just stand it up on a desk, or you can hang it on the wall. You don't need a frame. Again, I like that you don't need a frame, although I think metal in a frame would look pretty cool. Especially if you did this like nice wood frame with metal in the inside. So I really like the metal stuff. I like the glass stuff. I like everything you guys have. What's your favorite part about working at WhiteWall?
It really is that you're surrounded by pictures, and that you help people turning their memories into something that lasts, something that, is not somewhere hidden on a phone or in the computer, but it's something they have. We provide people with something they have around them in their homes, and that makes them happy every time they look at it. And that's just a great job.
Awesome. I like that answer. I think it's a good answer. What pictures do you have on your wall at home? Are they your pictures? Are they a combination? Or do you go into Picture World and just, hey, this would look nice over the couch?
Both. My own pictures, my boyfriend's pictures, and pictures from the Picture World.
Now, is he a photographer, or is it just pictures he takes on his iPhone too? Maybe they're all pictures of you.
He's a lot better than me. He's a real photographer.
What is your favorite photograph that you either have or have seen, or that you've seen at WhiteWall?
That's a really tough question.
I know. That's why I asked it.
I'm very much into water sports, so I think my favorite picture is a picture of an incredible wave that I took last year in Spain. So
Wow.
that would probably be my favorite one.
I like that. I like that a lot. Now, Ben sent a picture in our Slack chat. He sent 2 pictures that he's going to print out himself. One of them is this beach photo that's just unbelievable, speaking of water sports and waves. And I think waves can look so stunning in the water, and the colors with the sky and the water and all that, and the beach can look amazing. I like surfing pictures. I think those always look really good. And I told him this was a phenomenal picture, and what do you think it was shot on? iPhone 6 Plus, and I was blown away by that. And then he's got another picture of some building, got to be, I don't know, in the middle of Iowa somewhere. And that picture was also shot on an iPhone 6 Plus. So you can shoot on all sorts of different stuff, and then have it printed out big and good and amazing like you guys do. So everybody's got to check out WhiteWall.com. It's an amazing, amazing site. But it's an amazing print lab, really, is what it is. You guys do amazing work. Thanks for coming on, Marieke. When you come to the U.S. And back to New York, and I imagine you'll be at Photo Plus again, which is in the fall, an amazing show. You got to come in studio. Our viewers are already telling us they want you here. Jay Taub said he wants you on again, wants to talk more about photography, wants to see some more samples. So we'll have to get you in studio, and of course we can have you over Skype at some point again too, and we can also have our viewers ask some more questions. We always love that. So thank you so much for joining us from Germany. Thanks for staying up late or waking up early. I'm not even sure. I have to look at the world clock on my iPhone to figure this out. But thank you so much. I really appreciate it. You're phenomenal. WhiteWall is phenomenal. us.whitewall.com or just simply whitewall.com. And of course, don't forget about Picture World. Great way to put art on your walls in your house by doing this with either your own photos or going to Picture World and finding some photos you like. And figuring out something that can go on your couch. By the way, this photo behind me, this is a photo. Everybody thinks it's a window and a real set. I took that, Nikon D800, and there's another photo on the other side of the Brooklyn Bridge, also a Nikon D800, and a 50-year-old glass on that camera. That was a 50mm 1.4 that was on my grandfather's Nikon F2. So it's really awesome what you can do, and we blew this up big, so I can only imagine what it would look like if you guys got your hands on it. Thank you guys so much. Really appreciate it. Marieke, you're awesome. Love what you're doing, and people should go to the site and check out your work, and of course the video that's there that shows off this amazing lab. I almost want to come to your lab and do a video like how it's made kind of video, and not almost, I want to do it. We should do a show in your, see, there's a great excuse. We'll come to Germany. We have to go to Amsterdam probably for IBC. When we come to Germany afterwards, do a live show from your facility and walk around the facility, and then we can go to Porsche and do a live show there. That's a dream. I don't know, maybe.
Be awesome.
Yeah, it would be awesome. Yeah, does everybody drive a Porsche and a BMW and a Mercedes in Germany? I would think that you have to. It's like, you know, you just have to. Is it the way it is? I know I sound so ignorant right now. Everybody. I sound so ignorant saying that.
Yeah, all the others have a Volkswagen.
Yeah, and Volkswagen, of course. Can't forget that. Volkswagen basically started Porsche. And I love when I go to like Amsterdam, all the cabs are Mercedes. It's unbelievable. All right, well, some of my favorite cars in the world are made in Germany, and of course, some of my best favorite photo printing is made there as well. You're amazing. Thank you. Did you have fun?
Yes, thank you very much for having us.
Thank you for being on. Everybody go to whitewall.com. Print out any of your photos there, especially if you want them to pop and look good. I mean, they just, look at this. They just pop. This rhino picture is amazing. I want to hang this on the wall. All right, and by the way, I will now that Adam has finally bequeathed it to me. All right, we'll be back tomorrow with a whole lot more shows. So thanks so much for watching. 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern Time every day. Thank you to the Terrifics for watching. You guys are amazing. You make BeTerrific special. For Adam, I'm Michael. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, be terrific.